Could
We
not
all
have
twerk.
said it better. That was. Is that Proverbs or like? Do you want to cite?
That's
I think
Pogo
it's the
Sticks
Bible
book 2.
verse.
And he probably has his badge on still, like, you know.
It's a Chippendales sheriff dance.
Yes.
Well, you could just use the bag to badge to like cover the naughty stuff.
It's glasses, loincloth, badges foreign.
I don't know how big this badge is, but I think that's a tall order.
I feel like Tenzin should have a really big badge.
Such a big badge.
Welcome to our shit show, friends.
There's some S&M chaps, so yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, I mean, I'm like,
all
oh,
kinds,
wow. Okay.
Present
So
day.
saying assless is just redundant.
Yeah, but saying assless, you wanna emphasize the fact that you're all cheeked up on a Tuesday when you're wearing them.
I'm trying to watch our Twitch stream, but I just keep seeing this ass of really bomb looking. Did I say it wrong? Our tit stream, our
A little
Twitch
bit,
stream.
maybe.
Well, you know what? When it comes to me, this is the exception. So like, get on my level. Second of all I keep seeing is this bomb ass chicken sandwich ad that looks so good, and I want to eat it.
The magic lube is made in the swamp, and it's normally like pure and holy or whatever, but occasionally when somebody gets murdered in there, it turns evil.
Is it sticky?
It's probably sticky.
I mean, it's a little bit sticky. It came from a kid.
Jam hands, man. I'm not. Look, I want to look at the book, but I don't want to touch it until we can wipe off the most
I'm gonna
likely
French
jam.
digitize the jam and stickies off of it.
But it is gorgeous. It's one of the... Alright, I'm bored waiting with the starting screen. Because I got shit to do tonight, folks. So, we are just entering decks into Tappedout. And honestly, I should probably check to make sure each hasn't been entered first. So let's see. Surak. We're going to start with Surak tonight. Okay. Hey, look, I've already entered Surak Gets Dragons. Okay, that's cool. So that one is done. Excellent. I don't know what the hell this stuff is, so let's put it up there. That's one done. Alright, I guess we'll start with the Lord of the Rings crap. Galadriel first. Actually, let's separate out the lands, because that makes things a ton easier. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Alright. Separating out the lands makes it much, much easier. Actually, the basic lands. Ah, lordy. Turn up the music a little bit, maybe. Oh, that seems kind of loud. Yeah, we'll leave it there. Alright. No blue-green deck is complete without Cyclonic Rift. Am I right? Island. Almost there, and then we'll start on the regular cards. Alright, there we go. So, this is Galadriel doing what Galadriel does. So let's see. Let's go back. One more. And let's add a deck. Alright, we're going to add it. Galadriel. And this is going to be an EDH deck, of course. Galadriel doing what Galadriel does. Alright. Galadriel, which one? Elven Queen, alright. Let's add her. and CMDR. Let's Tappedout know that that is my commander. Alright, now Island. Wow, they have the Doctor Who ones in there already? That's nutty. Huh. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 basic islands. That sounds about right. How many basic forests? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That sounds about right too. Forest. And no, this is this is not a Doctor Who. 13. Let's do that again because it's unmedicated straight through 3. 13. 13 it is. Alright, here we go. We want lots of scrying going on, so reason to believe. Alright. Reason to believe. From Hour of Devastation. Yep. Alright. Hey, Inventive Harvest. The ring always tempts me. Elven Farsight. And I'm just curious to see what this deck is going to get on Tappedout's rating when I'm done putting it in, because it's pretty much what I built when I had crap left over after buying a couple of commander decks to rip apart for other decks. So, Swan Song. Like, there are just some auto includes. Imagine that. I did a lot of ring temps here, so there's a Soothing of Smeagol. Because when Galadriel tempts, yeah, Ring Bearer gets bigger, 3 damage, and I have a lot of little dinky evasive creatures. Alright, Preordain. I felt like this deck wanted a couple more miracles in it. That is what it is. Momer Vig's always fun. Particularly in this deck, because everything's blue and green creatures. Visionary. Yep, there we go. And this one's actually from the original Ravnica. Dissension. Command Tower. There we go. Oh, I don't care. I'm not going to get fussed about that. Yavimaya. Coast. Yavimaya Coast it is. Hey, Mortal Crux. Hope you're Saturday? Yes, it's a Saturday night. Hope it's going well. The lovely wife is in bed, and I am making sure all of my lists in Tappedout are up to date. I'm putting in my Lord of the Rings decks tonight. Beast Within. Yep. Elvish Mystic. Not a Commander Masters, it's Lord of the Rings. Can't believe they have all the Commander Masters and Doctor Who shit in already. That's kind of nutty. Vivian, Champion of the Wilds, because, hey, I don't mind creatures with flash and casting stuff off the top of my deck. Rapid Growth. We are growing rampantly, and not Commander Masters, but Lord of the Rings. Good. I'm glad you started logging them somewhere, because I find that I build decks again and then realize later on, oh, I have this deck built twice. So, yeah, logging them somewhere is an absolute must. Farhaven Elf. Hey, Lord of the Rings. Excellent. Alright. I never really play with Realm Seekers, and then somebody played against me with it in a pre-release, like not pre-release, but we got all the decks and we started playing. And man, with 4 people in play and a Realm Seekers hits the table, like it generally ends up entering as a 2020. It's nutty. Sold me on the card. Second there, I thought I entered twice. Vanquisher's Banner. Yep. It's the Lord of the Rings version. So I put in all kinds of scry in here. I don't think this was even in the deck, but I like stacking my deck. Alright. What elf deck is complete? Hey nerd! How's it going? Cave Girl's already in bed, so I got nothing else to do. I'm going to do this anyway. I might as well stream it. There is no elf deck that is complete without Azuri. You know, it's nothing like beating somebody to death with a trampling Galadriel. I mean, right? That's a nice way to kill somebody. Haldir Lorien Lieutenant. This thing's actually a pretty good card. It's overrun on a stick. It's expensive and overcosted, but I don't mind having multiple overrun effects in my deck. Quandrix Campus, because it lets me scry every turn if I need to. Yep. These soul rings are sexy as shit from Lord of the Rings. They really are. Soul ring. Nope, Lord of the Rings, baby. Lonely Sandbar. Good, I'm glad you like it. And that's part of the reason I do it too. Like, you know, I can throw my deck list up on the screen while we're playing, but nobody's going to look in the middle of the game. Yeva Nature's Herald. Because I like all of my elves too, and green creatures have flash. Why not? That's wow, 2013. Tireless Provisioner. Rings of Power 2 will be better. Alright. Bombadil Song. That's going to be... I'll bet you it's already being played in Pauper. I'll bet you it is already being played in Pauper. Should probably take a look into that. Well, maybe not. Ring tempts you. There's other things that do +1. That Snakeskin is really good. It's like Snakeskin Veil or something. Merkfiend Liege. Yeah, it's an elf deck. It's not about creating elf tokens, but lots of big blue-green things. Plus, you know, hey, lets me untap all my blue and green creatures. And this would be a Commander version. Anthology Commander 13. Alright. Rejuvenating Springs. It's the Battle Bomb land. There we go. Hey, Mouse. It's funny how many other people are bored on a bored on a Saturday night. This would be the Tales from Middle Earth version. Excellent. Hinterland Harbor. I mean, you can play it that way. You could certainly play it Lord of the Rings only. Yep. There is no blue deck complete without your ye old Cyclonic Rift. That is actually a Ravnica version. Fierce Guardianship, that is a proxy because fuck buying more of that thing. Whatever. It's a proxy, I don't care. I love the new art on Whisper Silk. It's pretty damn sexy. There it is, by the way, for folks following along at home. Very elven. Funny, she doesn't look elvish. Essence Warden, and yes, Middle Earth. Hey, what blue deck is complete without a Mana Drain? Old school, baby. Dwynen. Why not some Anthems? This one is from Origins. I did not get any Commander Masters, except for I bought the Commander decks, the precons, but I did not buy a single Commander Masters pack, booster box, whatever. I have all the cards that are being reprinted. So, you know, if there's stuff I want, I will buy them. It's a loser's game, Commander Masters. Like, it's just, I mean, if you want the cards, great, right? Hey, Cosmic Purge, welcome to the stream. Dwynen I just put in. Growth Spiral. And, yep. Commandment, Tales of Middle Earth, excellent. Alright, Temple of Mystery. Oh, wow, that's an actual Theros version. I hope you get a full foil Selvala. Just on your behalf, I hope you get one. I just learned that was called peacocking. I never knew that before. Blinging out your deck. Hey, look, I'm a peacock, and you fan it out. I just heard that term a couple weeks ago, and I was like, ah, look at that. It's called peacocking. And it didn't add the Temple of Mystery because I didn't hit enter. Bloop. Grey Havens. There it is. New Eldrazi with Cascade, yeah. I mean, aren't they? They're available in the precons, is what I understand, right? The New Eldrazi. I don't know. I'll buy a couple of singles. I don't need to pay $300 whatever dollars a box. Divine Glimmer. I'm gonna take that out. I hate the snarls. Or I hate that having to have something in your hand. It's probably put that there. Well, I know what I need to take out. Oh, and actually, I brought this Elvish Warmaster out. I think it's actually going to play better in Freyles, though. Elvish Archdruid. So here's a fun one you don't see every day. I put a Glissa Sunchaser in. I mean, hell. I think it's probably better than a Rexage for certain things. This is Sunseeker. Not Secret Lair. It's Mirrodin. Green Light Captain Sisay. So, I took apart my Gaddock Teague, and a bunch of the cards that were in Gaddock went into my Captain Sisay deck. It's the utility belt deck, right? Like, go get a legend. So, I call her Batman. She's my Batman deck. And there are a surprising number of legendary artifacts and silver bullets. I like that. Yeah, there are a surprising number of artifacts and enchantments that are answers to a lot of problems. But like I said, Glissa's really good in a lot of decks. Misty Rainforest. Yeah. Genesis Wave. This is the weirdest deck, like this whole Galadriel thing, because normally I want to flood the board with tokens in an elf deck, and this is literally elf cards, like elf creatures, which is why Genesis Wave is in, I guess. Elvish Warmaster, Lord of the Rings. Here's one I put in. Incubation and, what is it? Incubation and Incongruity. It's literally a... I mean, the first mode is literally just another Beast Within. Not for everything, but for creatures. And then Incubation is letting me figure out what I want in my hand. Anyway, card you don't see every day. God Pharaoh's statue. Really? It looks... Yeah, it does seem clunky. But I guess I kind of see that. Alright, hold on. Now I gotta look at it. Right. Oh, yeah. Yep. Alright. Yep. I get it. I do not want Commander Masters. I want Lord of the Rings. I love that all of the new, all the Lord of the Rings stuff, everything looks elven, which is pretty neat. Coiling Oracle. It is a snake elf druid. Yes, it's a snake and a druid, but it's also an elf. I'm not running Bioshift. I've thought about it. I'd have to proxy one up. I only have 2 of them, and they're in other decks. Coiling Oracle. Oh, let me... Boop, boop. That would be a conspiracy version. Let me see how good it would be. Oh, I got a ton of these. I was thinking of Biorhythm. Sorry. It would help if I could spell. There's no U in Biorhythm. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And I'm like, why would I? Because I run that in Elf Ball. All right. Coiling Oracle. All right, Palisade. Mana Druid. Mana Elf. Paradise. Tales of the North Commander. Look at this card, man. This card has been so good in this deck. It gets a +1/+1 counter every time a creature an opponent controls dies. It's so good. Oop. I gotta delete that. Visionary. Birthday escape. Yeah, there's a lot of ring tempting. Thornwood Falls. Marwyn. Yeah, Marwyn the Nurturer. And this one's actually Dominaria. Yeah, you're absolutely right on that one. I'm not fussed about that. There's enough like things like wood elves and other things that they're still generally going to be the smallest thing on the board anyway. At least in my build, right? I've got a bunch of tiny little 1/1s that either fetch me lands or kill an artifact or enchantment or whatever. Like the Coiling Oracle, the Wood Elves. Even if they get a counter or two, you know, they're probably going to slip through most places. Wood Elves. At least in my meta. My meta is not the same as everybody else's, so. It also depends on who I'm playing with, right? Arcane Signet. Imagine that. Imagine that, an Arcane Signet. Bet you there's a Soul Ring in here, too. Heirloom Blade. There's a Rex Sage. Aristor is pretty good in this deck. I really wanted to do a Will of the Council deck, but there's just not as much good Will of the Council stuff as there is. Black-white is the best for... Well, there's some good blue stuff too, but I guess there is. I just didn't have a bunch of them lying around. Restore the Council. These aren't CEDH decks by any means. Tranquil Thicket. Yep. Cool. Breeding Pool. Ugh. This is what happens when my wife goes to bed early on a Saturday. I end up out here doing silly things on the stream. Shower of Arrows, because, you know, scries an artifact or enchantment lets me scry. Horses of the... How could you have a Galadriel Elrond kind of deck and not have the Black Riders being wiped out by the river horses, right? Come on, gotta stay on theme. Herald's Horn. Choosing Aardvarks. Always choose Aardvarks when you play Herald's Horn. Cultivate. And now Lord of the Rings. Thank you. Arbor Elf. Tropical. Yeah, let's go for like a revise so it doesn't actually like make the cost of my deck go nutty, since it's a proxy anyway. Strionic is cool. There's a lot of fun in this deck actually. I can't can't believe they didn't actually put a Beast Whisper in to begin with. But they gotta sell cards, so... Heroic, of course. And there are just some cards, you know. Okay, I look at myself, I'm like, why the hell would you not put this in your deck? I can't even imagine why you wouldn't. Elrond, Lord of Rivendell. Monocrypt. How much fast mana is in the deck? Flooded Grove. Alright, we're getting there. Rashmi. Of course, Rashmi. I have so much of that scrying that I'm drawing cards like mad. Inherited Envelope. Not the strongest, but it, again, Ring tempts me. Dark Vessel. Lord of the Rings. That's some cool art on that Thought Vessel. I like that. Lignify. This is like the Lignify. It's the one piece of the car of the original pre-con that I left intact. It's the one bit that was Tree Folk. I think I took every other bit related to Tree Folk out of the deck. And I've actually considered building an Arwen deck. Right, whenever I scry, put a counter on a creature. I think that would be a really fun deck, and I think it has the potential to be really strong. I think they knew that people were going to get degenerate with it, and that's exactly why they did that. Let's just do that. I think the comment is exactly the same. They knew people were going to get degenerate with creature types with the companion. Asceticism. Alright. Ooh, what's a pretty card to be our... Let's put Arwen and Dumio. I like that one. So basically what we're going to do is... Where does Arwen? There she is. Control C. Let's see. Let's feature that card. And let's save it and see if I did it right. Why? Do I have two of them? Oh, never mind. You don't put the 1X from your featured card. Let's try that. All right, there it is. So let's see. I'm curious to see. My deck is 64% casual, according to Tapped Out. I think curve looks about right. I mean, it looks perfect, actually. That's a pretty good curve for Commander. 4 mythics, 33 rares, 18 uncommons. And let's edit that and see what categories. That's definitely Scry, definitely Elves, definitely +1 counters. Doesn't really make tokens. Yeah, that's about right. Alright, let's save it and move on to the next deck. So there we go. What should I call this one? I need a good title for this deck. Let's see. What does it do? Puts counters on things. Scries. Hey, Galadriel sees the future. There we go. Edit. Galadriel sees the future. And you're an asshole. I should actually add that to the title. Galadriel sees the future and you're an asshole. There we go. Alright, cool. Galadriel is in. Alright. That's that. Let's put that there. I'll find a box for it later. Let me see if did I put Killian in? I don't know if I entered Killian. Good, move on to... I think I did. And if I did, then we can move on to another Lord of the Rings deck. Let's check and see. DM's decks. All decks. Search on Killian. Haha, I did enter Killian already. Excellent. So Killian can go over here with the decks that are already entered. And what do we put in now? Oh, hey, we're going to put in Éowyn. It's funny, I bought these sleeves probably 15 years ago for the Lord of the Rings card game, the living card game. So I actually got some fun dwarf card sleeve thing, whatever. Blah, unmedicated. I'm going to shut up now. I'm going to separate out the basic lands, and then we'll get started. Basics. Planes. Unmedicated ramblings are best ramblings. I know, right? Could never have met. I actually have a shit, I forget which deck it is. It's sleeved in Nazgul sleeves. I gotta find it. I'm gonna pull them all out of the Nazgul sleeves when I build my Wraith deck. But I literally... That's why that's in there. Haha! That's getting an anointed procession. Because... Can't play Arwen without an anointed procession. Excellent. There we go. Alright. The new Crater Hoof? Is it new art on a Crater Hoof, or is it actually like a new effect on a Crater Hoof? Moonshaker Cavalry. Let's look it up. Wow. Flying and plus X? Oh my god. Yeah, that's a thing. Wilds of Eldraine, baby. Because spirits... Yeah, spirit tokens needed that. I mean, I have a couple of decks that's going to go really, really well in. Yeah. That's some pretty sexy art, too. Oh, yeah. All kinds. I mean, given... I can't believe they thought it was a good idea to give that to white. All right. If Cathar's Crusade wasn't enough. All right, let's see. This deck is... Where is she? Éowyn. All right. Oh, but these go in with Galadriel. And these go with Éowyn. So, Ooh, is there a store championship version? Let's see. Oh, that's gorgeous. That's so pretty. That's beautiful. I love it. Let's see what the other versions look like. They're the same. There's the full art. Alright, these are going to go in with Eowyn. Okay, here we go. Second deck for the night. Come on. Add a deck. Eowyn makes Kniggets. Right? They are knights. Yes. Are you kidding? The store champion Thalia and Gitrog? Wow. You know, people have like lost sight of the whole trading thing, right? Like everybody wants to buy them or sell them. Like trade them, man. Like go trade some cards. It annoys me that nobody wants to trade anymore. Everybody's like, oh, I'll just buy it. If I want it, I'll buy it. Like I have so many cards that people would like if they wanted to trade, right? Like I'm not even gonna deal with selling them. Like I barely have time to do this shit. This is not a standard deck. This is a Commander EDH deck. Jeskai, human tokens. Kinda aggro, but also kinda slow. I mean that's what it does. It's kind of aggro, kind of slow. Alright, Eowyn, Shield Maiden. There we go. And let's add that, and then we type CMDR right there to show that it is the commander. Okay, cool. How many planes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's nice and slow aggro. It's every threat. You can see every threat coming in this deck. Every threat's like, all right, it's there. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. That's pretty much it. You can see it. It's right there. It'll happen next turn unless you do something about it. 13 planes. And Lord of the Rings. 13. Alright. Slow aggro equals tempo? I guess? How many red? Oh, Mentor the Meek. It's on the land. 6, 7 mountains. The Montaña. Yes, I plan on adding a mountain goat to my deck. Alright. And blue is literally there for like 5 spells in the deck, so 4 islands. So this song that you hear in the background, it's a sound-alike rip-off of Common People, Pulp's Common People. Or I can't tell if it's that or a John Cougar Mellencamp song. Dun, dun, dun. It's gotta be Pulp. Like it has that backbeat, that British backbeat. Alright, here we go. Mentor of the Meek. I guess this is... Oh. I know they made one. I guess it is from that. Alright, Steam Vents. Boromir. I tried to keep these things sort of true to the concept, you know. Made them very thematic. And look, Boromir right next to his brother Faramir. Steward. Gilrain. Sunset Revelry. I think we've seen other than the land. I don't think we've seen anything that wasn't in the pre-con. Talisman. Progress from Lord of the Rings. Path to exile. Should have just typed it in. Sulphur Falls. Yep. Take your time, friend. I'm drinking my no sugar, no caffeine stevia drink. So I'm drinking nothing that vaguely tastes like cola. Did I get it in? I did. Sulfur. Good. All right. Arcane Signet. Yeah. Imagine that I put some Greaves in. Frontier Warmark. That card's better than you think it is. I have this weird sinking suspicion that eventually I'm just going to take this deck and my Jarina Kudrow Humans deck and combine them and make one better deck out of them. Farewell. I mean, it's pretty much an auto ad in almost anything nowadays. I'm so glad. I bought like 10 of them. Hallowed Fountain. Oh, no, I have not. Oop, now we gotta look. Doctor Who Farewell. Oh, God, that's awesome. I have goosebumps. That's gorgeous. It really is. Aww. Very, very cool. I haven't watched anything after, I don't want to do any spoilers, but when she regenerated at the end of the last one, that was kind of nutty. I'm trying to figure out where they're going with that one. That was the last one I saw. I don't know if there have been more, so. Hallowed Fountain, it's not Infinity. Nice. Anguisher's Banner. Lord of the Rings. There's a piece of hair on my keyboard and it's driving me nutty. Oh. They took, the BBC took COVID a little more seriously than a lot of other people. So, they were shut down for such a long time to make Doctor Who. And I lost track of a lot of it during that time. Herald's Horn. Always choose Aardvarks. Oh god. Now I gotta look for River Song. Meet in reverse. You draw cards from the bottom. Ooh. Opponent scries, surveils, or searches. Wow. No, not at all. This is fun for me. I got nothing else going on tonight. I'm just gonna sit here and enter cards anyway. Love it. Prince Imrahel. The Fair. Yeah, seriously, don't ever worry about being distracting. Like, it's kind of like asking, you know, a duck if they like the rain, because I am unmedicated right now, so I literally have 4 screens in front of me, just so you know. I am always distracted and never distracted at the same time. Gray Host reinforcements. Throne. Ooh. I gotta see Missy. I want to see the female master. Of course she's Grixis. Is she the commander of one of the precons? Non-artifact? It's a Cyberman. I figured. Each opponent faces a villainous choice. And chaos and so all right, I'm remembering now. This is all of these are going to be plane chase. Like all of the Doctor Who commanders are going to have a whole bunch of new plane chase cards. I keep trying to get our play group to do the precons for March of the Machines so that we could do the plane chase with the new cards, and so that you guys can roll the dice on the screen. I don't know if Knight of Wall is around, but they always want to roll the frickin' plane chase dice when we're not playing plane chase. Oh. I think this might actually be the first commander deck where they actually put swords and path in the same deck precon. The White Orchid. I think this is a March of the Machines commander version. Alright, there's half of it. Let's get the other half going. Zealous Conscripts. Yep. I might take the Hall out, actually. It could probably go better somewhere else. But I do have to say, it generates insane hate when I play it. Oh, cool. That's not where I wanted it to open. Let's open it over here. Yeah, I agree. Alright, TARDIS. Yep. Right about the Doctor. I like Exterminate. So you know they're going to have... Of course. You just know they're going to freaking have... Hey, you can have as many Daleks in a deck as you want, and it's going to be another $20 card for an uncommon card, I'm sure. So here's some of the new plane chases. Bad Wolf Bay, TARDIS Bay. Fixed point in time. What does a fixed point in time do? Fixed point in time until your next turn. If a player would planeswalk as a result of rolling the planar die, so you... Oh, it sticks you there. So you're stuck on that plane. You cannot get off of it no matter what the other players roll. Nutty. Fourth Doctor. I'm going. Sarah Jane! Cast Historic Spell, Investigate. Yup. Time Lord generates 10 a turn. Time Lord control against this creature dies. Reveal cards off your library until you reveal Time Lord. Of course. So right, you do a Time Lord tribal. Yep. City of Death. I remember talking to Gavin on our stream for the Kickstarter right around the time this was going to print. He was so excited that he got to design this set. Rose! Oh, Rose. Rose tile attacks, put time counter for each suspended. God, I hate suspend. I can't. Or Aragorn Time Lords. Parting of the Ways. The Face of Bo! I can't deal with so much suspend. Suspend is so it's a mechanic that makes my brain hurt. I get it. 4 knocks. I kind of like that. Extra cards. 3 mana for 4 extra cards. Sure. No, wait. It's 3 mana for 3 cards. Goes from 4 to 3, 3 to 2, 2 to 1, 1 gone. I guess it's an enchantment if you can keep recurring it. You're probably doing that if you're playing enchantments. 11th hour. Search your life for Doctor. A legendary alien named Prisoner Zero. I love it. Alright. 13th Doctor. When you cast a spell from anywhere other than your hand. Okay. Yasmin. Yasmin's red, huh? Mono red. Alright. Foretold Soldier. Flux. Jesus. Is that a 6-step saga? Alright. You guys can't see that. Here, hold on. Let's see. I could just do that. There. TARDIS Bay. Doctor's Tomb. Ooh, the Doctor's Tomb. Whenever chaos ensues, just redistribute life totals. Oh my god. Just, redistribute life totals. Yeah. Alright, here's Davros. They still haven't spoiled the Dalek. I guarantee you it's going to be, you can have as many Daleks in your deck as you want. Valiard. Oh god, they face villainous choices twice. And while voting, you may vote an additional time. Alright, so I bought 2 sets of these decks. I'm going to keep one together, and then I'm going to fuck around and build decks out of the other set. So, yeah, we're going to have to do a Grixis voting deck. Death in Heaven. All right. These are pretty sexy. I like the showcase versions. Look at that. I really like the River Song ones. Alright, cool as shit, man. Well, the Dalek is right beside Exterminate, but it's not a card, it's a token. Right? So, I suspect there's going to be a Dalek card. I hope, anyway. All right. I can almost guarantee you there's going to be a, you know, probably 3 casting costs, 2/2 or something. Holophiliad Generosity. Killer Verge Pathway. Secluded Courtyard. Oh, nope, this one's from Lord of the Rings. Like, how could they not put a Mystic Monastery in this deck? It was just ridiculous. Champions of Minas Tirith. I mean, I get it. They probably could have done a second villains deck easily, and people would have bought it. Theoden. Theoden King. Eomer King. Am I a nerd that I know how to pronounce all these names? Don't answer that. Birkenbrand. Lord of Westfold. There's like 5 cards in the deck that make all of your creatures bigger when other creatures enter. Gate Pathway. Palace Jailer. I tried to keep it as standard or as pre-conny as I could. Seems to do alright. We played it a couple of times. I mean, not competitively or anything, but True Conviction. True Conviction's nutty in this deck. That's why Hall of Periodic Generosity is in there. I don't think I've had True Conviction make it around the table unscathed a single time. That's actually the Mirrored version. A Halo Foil and the Doctors to show that. Oh, that would be sexy. Yes, it would. True Conviction, I did get it in there. Okay, cool. Defector, Lord of the Rings. Hey, Anointed Procession. Increasing Devotion. Yep, Lord of the Rings. Did I spell prairie right? I did. Look at that. Not sure where all you folks live, but man, let me tell you, we had some crazy ass thunderstorms in DC today. Combat Celebrant. This is ARN. Lost Snack Captain. Rogue's Passage. Copper Coat Vanguard. Yeah, I figured that would be the thing. Like, I've been trying to figure out. I want to get Grenzo, the one that lets you put stuff back onto the top or reveal from the bottom, whatever one it is. I forget which Grenzo that is. Hold on, I gotta look it up now. Dungeon Warden, right? No. Yes, it's Grenzo. Yep. So it's still Graveyard Shenanigans, but it's from the bottom Graveyard Shenanigans, right? There are some ways to do fun things, but with blue, everything goes nutty when you start adding blue to the mix. Yep. So I added a Copper Coat Vanguard, and it actually seems to work pretty well, because all humans get ward. If nothing else, it slows down. Court of Ire, if nobody has enchantment removal, it just goes nutty. Yup. Court of Ire. Soul Ring. Yeah, Tornado Rally is not a thing that I ever want to deal with in my life. You know, and you get those jackasses who are like, oh, we'll just move. Yeah, not everybody can just pick up and fucking move their lives from, you know, where they live on the coast that's eroding or where they live in Tornado Alley or whatever. So, and some people just genuinely like where they live. Really? Where's my Lord of the Rings command? There it is. Fealty to the Realm. I know, right? You like the calm weather of Toronto, Canada. Actually, it's not so bad. I've been to Toronto a bunch. I grew up in Scranton, Pennsylvania. It's only like a 6-hour drive. 7. To the Realm. Share animosity. Everybody thinks Canada's so freaking cold. I know, right? Everybody thinks Canada's cold and it's all heat wave and, hey, your wildfires are fucking with us a little bit. It's not your fault. Yeah, we kind of need a... You're welcome to blame us. We suck. Blame the GOP, man. I'm going to blame for everything. I'm only kind of kidding. Oh. Door of Destinies. Of course we put a Door of Destinies in there. Why would we not put Door of Destinies in there? I'm unmedicated, so I'll say it anyway. This will live forever on the internet. There are a few people whose graves I will travel to defecate on, and man, we're real close to Mitch going. Can't wait. Why is... Oh, because it's not actually from. Talisman of Conviction. Lord of the Rings, baby. Riders of Rohan. I don't think anything in this deck should ever be a surprise to anyone. Taunt from the Ramparts. You know, if there were black in this deck, Carter the Doomscourge would be just a fucking great addition. Can't believe they didn't put an intangible virtue in here, which is ridiculous. The term is now global boiling. I read a statistic I think it was only a week or two ago that the hottest 10 temperatures ever recorded have all been recorded in the last frickin' 2 weeks. Skull Clamp. Wow, that's an original Mirrodin Skull Clamp. I didn't know I had any more of those. Dark Steel. You know, in a very gallows humor kind of way, I'm going to be dead in 20 years, and it's going to suck for the people coming after me, and I'm going to try to leave the world a better place. And I don't know if the GOP will let me. Heirloom Blade. I mean, I'd like to live past 20 more years, but where we're going, I don't know. Darkside Extortionist, because why not? Visions of Glory was from Innistrad. I thought Visions of Glory was from just this. Interesting. Denethor, Stone Seer. Do I want to take that out? I don't know. It's Commander... or it's... Oh, right. I can sack him and become the Mount Monarch. Nope, he stays. Village Bellringer. Austere Command. I don't think this actually came... I don't think this deck actually came with a board wipe. I was very pleased to see Weathered Wayfarer in here, though. I was very pleased to see Standard in the deck of Weathered Wayfarer. Oath of Yoral. Battlefield Forge. Yep. Unbreakable Formation. Let's see. Fiend Hunter. You know, there is so much spot removal in this deck. I think that's why being slow isn't so bad for it. I can get rid of a lot of silly threats. Yeah, that'd be fun. The Innistrad horror theme. And those frickin' Theros challenge decks, holy crap. I remember giving one away for Christmas, like when Theros came out, and they were like 60, 70 bucks for those fucking decks. It's ridiculous. Fiend Hunter. But yes, they are awesome, actually. I like co-op versions of this game. Clifftop Retreat. Middle-earth Commander. Harsh Mentor. Middle-earth Commander. Archivist of Gondor. Three more cards. Hey, there's Aragorn. Card's nutty. I actually thought about making it my commander. King of Gondor. How do I show that it is foil? Let me do that, right? Crown. The Crown of Gondor is a good card too. People kept asking me, wait, it does what? How big is that creature now? Gondor. And Baragon. Ooh, 2 Hydra decks combining. That's fun. I've got one sleeved and one still in the box. Maybe I'll open it just to do that. The Hydra is the challenging one. The other ones are a little are easier, at least from my perspective. The Hydra is actually pretty challenging. All right, what do I want to put on as the signet card of this deck? You know, actually, I really like the, where was it? Visions of Glory, Unbreakable Formation. So the Unbreakable Formation art was pretty cool. So, let's put it down here in the featured card. Save it and see if I counted right. I did! Eowyn makes knights. There it is. Unbreakable Formation. The dwarf holding a big battle hammer. Alright, and then let's edit it again. And we're going to click the token box. We're going to click the human box. And it's really just humans and tokens. Wait, 104 cards? How is that possible? Hold tight. Let's see how many I have 2 of, or like I doubled. Anointed, Aragorn, Arcane, Austere, Bastion, Battlefield. Baragon, Boromir, Champions, Clifftop, Combat, Command Tower, Court. Dockside, Door, Hammer, Eowyn, Erkenbrand, Faramir, Feed, Fort. Before I start counting up cards, right? Fountain, Harsh Mentor, Hengate, Heralds, Humble, Increasing, Intangible, 7, Mystic. I don't see any doubles yet. Path, Razor, Pillar Verge, Plains, Prairie, Prince, Riders, Rogue, Secluded, Shared, Shivan, Ring Verdict, 2 Talismans, Taunt, Theoden, Throne. Okay. Let's count up the lands again, shall we? That's why we do them separately. So 1, 2, 3, 4 islands. Right? Yep, 4 islands. Okay, that's right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mountains. 7 mountains. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think that's what it was. 9 planes, not 13 planes. How'd I get 13. How the fuck did I do? All right, 9. That's not even a thing that should ever happen. All right, save. That should do it. Yep. Yeah, I probably did. Yep, thank you. Yeah, that's probably exactly what I did. All right. I'm gonna turn down the air because it was super hot when I came out here earlier, and now it's fucking freezing. All right, well, that's 2 decks down, friends. Let's see if I have anything else I need to add in. Oh, what's that one? Oh, I gotta add Sauron. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll add Sauron next. That'll probably be it for the night. All right. Oh, and just out of curiosity, let's see what it tells me the competitiveness of this deck is. There we go. It is 76% casual, according to Tappedout. Somehow I suspect my play group is going to complain that it is not 76% casual, but... I know how they work. Cool. Alright. Sauron and then bed, because it's fucking 110 on the East Coast here. Let's find out. I don't think I have it in here because it's one of my real decks from inside. And that one I don't have to worry about rebuilding because there's a lot of stupid expensive cards in it. Yeah, see, Mortal? I was telling you, like, it's crazy. I had, like, an extra one lying around. I gave it as a grab bag present for Christmas one year. I'm like, damn it, I should have kept it. All decks, search for Sisay. Yeah, no, I don't have it in here because it's one of my actual, like, real decks that, you know, I don't leave out here in the studio because there's, like yours, it's probably worth $2,000 bucks. What am I doing? Right. God, I'm utterly unmedicated. I'm like, what am I doing? I'm entering card deck. Here we go. All right. Sauron the Reanimator? That's what we call it, maybe. And I love that I put it in what's his name? Their name. Ashiok sleeves. Kind of matches the whole Sauron leather undying wizard thing. All right. Tokeny tokens. Let me separate out. The lands real quick. I may not actually do this one tonight. I'm fading fast, people. Maybe I'll separate them out and then go. Oh. Yeah, I'm going to bed, folks. There's no way I'm gonna make it through another deck. So, thanks for hanging out, guys. I appreciate it. And I will see you tomorrow night. Maybe I'll play the Sauron deck tomorrow night. That'll be fun. So, wave good night, friends. Good night. I appreciate it. Off we fuck.